Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Town Channel. We're here at Twain and University Center Drive. University Center used to be known as Swenson, but they changed the name because they wanted to make it easier for folks to associate the university with the street upon which it's located. I can't make this stuff up. And, oh, by the way, we're bottom 5 in educational outcomes and achievements every year. We got Metro right here, so we need to make sure we're doing well below the speed limit. And that brings us up here to Sierra Vista. Hampton Inn and Suites over here. It's funny that they're mixed in with these neighborhoods that we see in here. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Convention Center Area Command right here. There's your tax dollars at work. They're protecting the convention center with this big building. And then we are going right past the convention center halls here, as well as the West Gate over there. This is Desert Inn, right here in front of us. DI, as it's known to locals. $3.89 a gallon for regular unleaded over here at this 7-Eleven. $4.29 a gallon for mid-grade, and $3.84 for diesel. Used to be that diesel was so much more. Cost so much more. We'll pause it for a moment. And I'm going to actually make a left here on Desert Inn, if I can. But now I need to wait for the flashing yellow arrow. There we go. Las Vegas Convention Center Central Halls, plural. This is a massive facility here, 4.6 million square feet here at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Ginormous. And we go underneath the convention center here on Desert Inn. Local time right now about 3:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday afternoon. So usually this is very backed up here at Paradise. And you cannot turn around here. You're stuck. Once you make this turn, you're stuck. And it takes probably 3 or 4 cycles to get through this light up here at Paradise. Fortunately, this being the weekend, there's a monorail station right there for the convention center. Fortunately for this being the weekend, that's not an issue right now. We'll pause it for a moment. We should be getting the green light here at Paradise. Of course, you see the Encore and Wynn right there on your left. There we go. So this becomes kind of like a pseudo highway as it goes underneath the railroad tracks, the strip itself, and Interstate 15. So it's a good little artery to get from the east side over to the west side when the traffic is light. If it's not, then forget it. It takes, again, hazardous materials right there. No hazardous materials. HM with the red cross over it. The Rita Suites Bar and Gaming. Okay. And the winds are whipping around, so you see all sorts of trash and debris in the roadway here. All over the place. Tunnel.
GPS signal lost.
We lost our GPS signal under there. And so there, we just went over the strip, under the strip. And now we're going to go up over the railroad tracks and the Interstate 15. folks just don't really know what to do when it rains here. It doesn't happen all that often. And so when it does rain, they lose their minds. But you guys don't want to be flying along when it hasn't rained for a while. There's a lot of oil on the road. The water and the oil mix, yikes. That's not a good scene. Then you start slip sliding all over the place. Beer and tequila experience, it says there on that billboard. Event presented by Lee's Discount. That's a discount liquor store here in town. This Dodge is going very slowly. So we come out here on the other side over here at Valley View, and that's where we find ourselves after that quasi-arterial Valley View Boulevard. Done quite a few videos up and down Valley View Boulevard, so feel free to check those out in our video library. We'll pause it for a moment, and there we go. We got a green light here. And we'll run the wipers. Apologies for the noise on the wipers, guys. We don't get a lot of rain here, so when we do, goodness gracious. I mean, they just take the car off. They just take the whole front bumper off. No big deal. It's a zoo. I mean, there are a lot of people who comment about Vegas and who leave comments about a lot of the videos here on the Vegas Dawn channel, and I welcome them. I welcome every one of your comments. But they say that driving in this town is a nightmare, a zoo. And I agree. I mean, I'm from a place where it's a zoo. South Florida is just a nightmare to try and drive in. And it always has been. I mean, growing up it was like that too. But probably much more so now. But you have a lot of folks that have been here for some time, mixed in with the folks that come here from California. They say that California drivers are really, really bad here. I don't, when I drive and I go to LA, the traffic in LA is not that bad. What's bad is sitting in traffic. That's what you're doing a lot of over there. So come up here to the light at Decatur. Another major north-south artery here in Las Vegas. And welcome to the town of Spring Valley. It is not an incorporated city, it's just known as a town here. Lined with homes on both sides of the roadway, a 6-lane roadway in here, so you got a lot of traffic up and down the roadway here, right out in your front door. But yeah, every time I've gone to LA, the traffic, I mean, it just doesn't move. And it's almost like the folks down there, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please, but it's like they're just not in a hurry to get anywhere. And I'm not saying, speed all over the place and go crazy. I'm just saying that they're content to sit I mean, I've talked to people down there who've said, yeah, my commute was 2 hours each way every day. And I'm like, no way. 4 hours a day? You're sitting in traffic? 20 hours a week? That's a part-time job. Two hours each way. That just boggles my mind. It really does. I cannot fathom sitting in traffic for 20 hours a week. For me, the best thing is just to get away from the traffic, from the pack. Humans are pack animals, and when driving, you see that all over the place. People will clump up in clusters, packs. And that's not always a good thing, because when the lead car taps on the brakes, uh-oh, it's just a domino effect, chain reaction. We'll pause it for a moment. Got the green light here at Jones. It's another major north-south artery here in town. So we continue westbound here on DI, Desert Inn Road. Named that because, like for a lot of the east-west arteries here, there used to be a casino hotel on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Desert Inn called Desert Inn. Flamingo is still there and has the road right next to it. Tropicana is no more. That is now going to be replaced by the home of the Major League Baseball Las Vegas Athletics. And the Sahara still has Sahara there, although it's gone through some different name changes. But this is Torrey Pines here. It's a minor residential arterial through town. Yeah, that's to me, that's the best you can do, is just to get out away from the crowd and not sit in one of the clusters, one of the packs of cars, because again, that domino chain reaction, when someone taps on the brakes, it's all over. English Channel Way here on the right. There you go. Swim the English Channel in Vegas. And this is Rainbow Boulevard, another major east-west correction, north-south artery. Whoa, dude. Wow. I don't even think they look when they do this stuff. And then they say, oh, I didn't even see you there. Yeah, because you didn't look. That's one of the main reasons for accidents. People say that I didn't even see you there. But they're not even looking. In fact, when you get a lot of the accidents between cars and motorcycles, oftentimes the driver of the car will say that. I didn't even see you there. This is Tenaya here, a minor residential arterial. There's a huge empty lot over here. Well, no, it looks like there's a cement factory or something going on over there, just over the wall here at Desert Inn. And in between Rainbow and Buffalo, I head up here. Actually get over and make a right here onto Buffalo. Buffalo is another major north-south artery here in town, but it gets interrupted by a golf course down there at Tropicana, so you have to go around the golf course down there. You can see the sun on the mountains out there by Summerlin. Desert West Plaza here on Buffalo. You can see the cell phone tower there, made to look like a palm tree. Palms at Monaco over there. This is nice. There's not a whole lot of lights in here along Buffalo. Do want to thank you all so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And as always, remember, here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. Please check out my wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. Common spelling on both of those. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you so much.